Arsenal Fan TV here, and we've got a special show today. You may have watched the video the other day that absolutely went crazy on the internet with these two guys, Claude and Ty, at the Swansea game. It was a bad day at the office for Arsenal. Yeah. Arsenal got beaten 2-1. And after the game, these two guys got into a bit of an argument, should I say, about the whole game. And the video went viral. It was absolutely everywhere. And I thought, you know what, let me get the two of them back together again. Like, things have calmed down a bit. It's been a little bit while since that day. Well, I think they've calmed down a bit. And I just wanted to get your opinions on that video, the day, and what's been happening since. And you know what? First of all, I wanted to just point out to people that, well, you guys can say it. You guys are actually friends, aren't you? Because you both travel up to the game on lots of games. That's right. On the coach. I mean, tell us that.
Not only do we travel up to the games, we actually sit at the back together. And we have a laugh.
You sit at the back of the coach together.
So back of the coach together, and he talks a lot of rubbish. Basically, what it is that Claude is very fickle. I always tell him that he's very fickle, but he's always there. His heart is in the right place, but he's the polar opposite of me because he's very, very negative, and I'm very, very positive.
You travel up on the coach together. Now, what's that like?
We're all fickle. He's got, as they say, he's got a nice heart as well. But the thing is, he talks nonsense, complete nonsense, and he's got a touch of the Wengeritis about him, you know. It's an illness, you know.
An illness that's great. If that's an illness, then boy, kill me now, man. Because this illness is great for me. Love the illness.
Well, listen. Let me get straight into it, right? Listen, because I thought things might have calmed down, but you guys have both still got your very staunch position on the whole thing. But let's go back to that day. Yes. I mean, it was a bad performance, Ty. It was a bad performance by Arsenal. It was not good enough, really. It wasn't like we really went out there and put it in. It's poor first half performance, and then the second half performance, a little bit better, but not great. Yeah. And how could you put something positive on that performance?
Well, the thing is, if we'd won, nobody would be talking about it.
We didn't win, though.
No, we didn't. But you know what? It's down to, unfortunately, bad defending again. But then having said that, though, you've got to... Was it Montero from Swansea on his debut? He was fantastic. We have to admit that. And also, like you said, I think you said it as well, Rob, the goal from Sigurdsson, I don't know any goalkeeper that would save that goal. You know what I mean? But it was disappointing to concede a free kick. Unfortunately, Aaron gave the ball away. That happens. Kieran had to make a foul, fair enough. But the second goal was disappointing because we should have stopped the cross and we should have given away. But, you know, what we have to say, as bad as we were, and obviously we were bad, you've got to give Swansea credit. You have to give Swansea credit because this is a team, I don't even believe I'm saying this, without Nathan Dyer as well. You know, and Wayne Routledge, you know, so they've done well. But it's just disappointing because to get into the lead, we should have at least got a point. But then...
How do you feel about a lot of people after that game saying Wenger's got to go? There was a lot of fans that I interviewed after that game. They'd had enough. Absolutely. They're frustrated. They've seen that Arsene Wenger didn't sign the defenders that we should have signed in January, which is where the goals all seem to be coming from. High balls into the box. Yeah. You've got Paul Monreal who's been put into a situation where he's not a centre-half. No, he's not. And, you know, fans criticising the tactics of Arsene Wenger. Is Arsene Wenger... Doesn't he take some of the blame for what's going on?
Of course he does, but he can't take the blame for everything. And also, the thing about that, Claude is one of them who was saying, Arsene should have gone, by the way. Look at this dude. Oh, no. He was saying it, by the way. But the thing is, what I will say, I did say, yes, that's right, I'm starting again my positive thing. I'm such a bad man. What it is, Rob, though, is that I did say against Swansea that there was no Laurent. I think people are forgetting, and it's amazing impact that there's no Mathieu Debuchy as well. And that's a massive miss because for him to come in from Newcastle, he's been absolutely superb. You know, obviously you got young Hector.
Why didn't Arsene Wenger replace him?
Well, that is the question. That's the question. But
let me ask that question to Claude. Now, listen, Claude. He's been positive. He's putting a positive spin on it. Let me just say, it was just one loss. Arsenal have lost twice this season in the Premier League.
It's not just the 2 losses, Rob. It's the whole performance over the whole season. We've had wins where we've not even deserved half of the wins we deserved this season. It's not just that. It's been going on for the poor guy over there. I mean, I'm sorry. He is so brainwashed by this. As I said, he's got this brain.
Brainwashed, Mr. Talksport.
You know. See that magician? What's he going? Magician? Go, look at my face. Look at my face. You ever seen that? Tell me what you want. Say what you want me. You know, it's like that. You know. But what?
Like what?
Can you let me speak a minute? I'll let you. I didn't interrupt you, did I?
So what was?
Right.
No then. What was that then?
What I'm saying is, why did we let Jenkinson go, who can play any position in the back 4? Bellerin needs experience, so why didn't we send him on loan? We should have kept Jenkinson. And why isn't a natural right back playing? And why have we got not the first, the second left back playing at centre half? It's ridiculous. I can't understand it. And I think he's losing the plot.
Well, yeah. Well, I think with Carl, the thing is, I think Carl, when we signed Matthew, probably he wasn't going to get any games. But nobody knew that Matthew was going to get injured. I think we should have signed a centre-back. Yes, we should have signed a centre-back. But, like I said, Matthew, and not only is Matthew injured, Lauren is injured as well. And it shows now the fantastic job that Lauren does when he's not there. Because
Is it just down to injuries?
Well, yeah, but how long has this been going on about with injuries? I mean, we should have a squad to cover, and that's what Arsene doesn't want, a big squad, and that is his big weakness, because we get injuries. We've been getting injuries for the last 3 years, and now I keep hearing now we're investigating why we're getting. But why hasn't this investigating been going on a lot longer before? You know, we've been getting injuries for ages. We should have a bigger squad to cover that. We should have bought a centre half. Why didn't we buy a centre half?
I agree.
Why did we let Cole Jenkinson go out on loan? Why? These are questions that need to be answered.
If you can understand all these things, then this is not Arsene Wenger's fault then.
No. I'm saying, and then listen.
Whose fault is it? Whose fault? That's what he Claude is saying. You're saying it's Arsene Wenger's fault, right?
Well, of course, it's only one person's fault, isn't it? It's got. I mean,
So
whose fault? Who's on £8.5 million a year to make these decisions?
I don't know how much he's on. Well, I would say, yes, but it can't be his fault. It can't be his fault for everything, because you're saying about the defeats. You're right, Rob. It's only been 2 defeats. But is it his fault at Stamford Bridge when it's 0-0 and we are in the ascendancy? We're doing well. Gary Cahill does a 240 challenge on Alexa, doesn't get sent off. Is it his fault that we didn't get? Even though we lost, we should have had a penalty when Ashley Williams, the Wales captain, and the Swansea captain as well, thought he was playing handball. Is that his fault? It's not his fault. What it is that he should have...
Keep going on about referees' decisions. You cannot keep going on about this, because at the end of the day... No.
It cost us 10... When you finish with...
Because we get decisions as well in games. We get decisions. It all balances out in the end. Because we get decisions that we shouldn't have got.
We do.
We get decisions as well. But at the end of the day, the squad's not big enough.
That's fair enough.
And you can't go on about Ashley Williams. You cannot go on about this and that.
You can.
With what if he'd have done this, if my aunt is, and whatever. But you can't go on about things like that.
You can, because from what I've
Well,
seen...
you know what, guys? I'm gonna cut it at this segment. This is the end of part 1.
Right.
Claude versus Ty. We're gonna come back with part 2,
Who's
and
winning on points?
we've got some questions.
Probably me,
We've got
hopefully.
some questions that fans on Twitter have put to these guys that I'm gonna make them
We're
answer.
very humble.
Leave your comments below.
We're very humble
Who do
by
you
that.
think's right? Would you say Ty is right and being positive about this, or is Claude right? Leave your comments below.
Accept
Who are
it.
people like me?
No, you.
Who are people like me? And who am I? Tell me who I am then.
Because you
more
won't
committed than me?
accept it.
Are you more committed than me? Are you more committed than me?
But you
Are you more
won't
committed than
accept
me?
what's going
Are you
on.
more committed than me?